Alright, and here we have the Napalm Brothers issue number 3. The Outlaw D.B. Cooper. Okay, get the last installment of a 3-book story arc. And I missed the previous one, so anyway. Alright, there's 11 days left. Again, I don't know for sure whether it's had an extension or whether it will have one or whether it's going in demand. Yeah, who knows. Currently has 22 backers, has raised $944. $500 flexible goal, but generally that's for, algorithm boosting purposes and doesn't represent how much they'd actually need to produce a book. So I'm not sure about, I mean, one hopes that since they've met their goal, they actually will fulfill with, whatever they have, but less than 1K, it's like that's not looking great, honestly. But anyway, of course it could be because it's not getting sufficient promotion. I have no clue who these people are or anything. It's like I have not seen anybody talk about this, so. But it was, it's on CG Tracker, so that's that's where I go to pick out which things I'm doing videos on, at least for the moment. Currently there's still enough. I've got several more campaigns already loaded up to go for this week to do videos on, and I don't know if we reach a point where we're actually all caught up with everything that's, all the new campaigns, and there's not enough new ones coming out to do enough videos on, assuming that there aren't other things coming up that I need to do videos on or want to do videos on or whatever. We might branch out. We might start looking at non-CG campaigns. Yes, I know. Somebody probably, some smartass probably say, well, you already looked at Liam's campaign, and you already looked at Dilly Tucci's campaign, and it's like, yes. As I explained, it's like they both exist in the CG sphere. But there are plenty of comics on Kickstarter, especially, that are not at all, affiliated with CG in any way, shape, or form. Not currently, not in the past, etc., and therefore, not something that would be considered CG, and yet, some of them are interesting. We might actually go and look at them at some point. Although I'm not sure to be as easy to look at the tiers and the shipping and whatnot. I'm not sure. I haven't tried to do that without being logged in on Kickstarter, so it might not work. I don't know. Anyway. This third installment of the Napalm Brothers concludes the current story arc in an action-packed dystopian and psychedelic finale. The artist-writer Sixth, draws inspiration from underground comics of the 1960s. Yeah, it seems to have either a 60s or 70s vibe to it. Something, anyway. Grindhouse movies and a dash of Latin street culture. Not entirely sure what that would be, but whatever. To bring us a contemporary story about war veterans, brotherhood, and the age-old clash between good and evil. There's cover. I'm not sure what that is. Is that just a promotional image, or is it a wraparound alternative cover? I don't know. Hippies. And omnibus cover. Max Headshrim. Issue 2. Stretch goal at 2,500. Every physical reward includes a 30 caliber bullet bottle opener. Cool. Stretch goals be combined between the two campaigns on Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Oh, so they're doing a Kickstarter. Maybe that's why they're not getting promoted. You never know. You never know. Our first stretch goal was bottle opener. Reach combined funding 2,500. So don't know for sure where they are on their Kickstarter. So I don't know. Don't know what the total is. $1 digital copy, $6 physical copy. Well, that's pretty. It's competitive pricing. Alright, this is more of the tiers. We'll get to that in a second. Oh, come the fuck on. Ah, boy. Alright. So, add-ons, copies, koozie, physical copies, swag. Oh, come on, people. T-shirt. Napalm Brothers was created by Sixth Scale Combat. Six has done it all: writing, artwork, and lettering. Fanatic Comics has joined with Sixth to get the books printed and to handle fulfillment. If questions, contact. Okay, rest of all, blah blah blah. Gemini mailers. How can you help? Person rewards, standard stuff. Damn, I'm thirsty. Alright, now let's get to the tiers. I Want It All. Great song. Featured tier, $54. Get physical and digital copies of the Napalm Brothers issues 1 through 3, plus a swag bundle, plus t-shirt. T-shirt available in sizes extra small to triple XL, so they will have one for Ethan. So number 3 PDF, number 1 and number 2 PDFs, number 3 print, number 1 and 2 print, t-shirt, swag bundle, so that's catch up on everything and get all the extras. Estimated shipping February 2022. That's not very far out, really, at this point. 8 claimed, ships worldwide. Get the PDF for $5. 0 claimed, unfortunately, but I love seeing it. I love seeing a PDF offered on a campaign, and I love seeing a PDF offered for a decent price. $5 is pretty standard for for all the, I mean, almost all non-CG campaigns tend to do their digital for $5. Occasionally, you'll see it for 3 or 4 or something. Occasionally, you'll see it for 6 or 7 or even 8. But it's pretty rare for non-CG to be to do $10 for a single issue of PDF. And it's basically unheard of for them to charge more than 10, like 15 or 20 or I don't think I've ever seen a non-CG campaign have just like a regular issue that they were charging like $20 or $25 for. That seems to be a CG only thing. Let's do our best to disincentivize the customer from purchasing digital. This is really nice too. It's much more rare, of course, even in non-CG campaigns, to see a physical issue offered for so little. I mean, $6. 5 for the PDF, 6. It's like that's pretty impressive. That's pretty fucking impressive. Now, admittedly, most non-CG campaigns and a handful that we've seen now of CG campaigns will have like a $10 or $15 physical tier that includes the PDF, and this one is not with the PDF, so you're not getting a PDF with this one. Might be in the add-ons, of course, and I don't know whether it'll be a discount or same price as by itself. Anyway, 4 claimed. And this is 1 through 3 PDFs, $15. 1 claimed, so this is this is 5 per each, so it's 3 for the price of 3. But again, it's like it's still a good price. Now, so I've noticed some non-CG campaigns do sometimes offer back issue PDFs at a slight discount. Like if they charge 5 to start with, they might offer them as add-ons for like $4 each, or occasionally $3 each, maybe. So anyway, but I mean, there's nothing wrong, in my opinion, with going ahead and charging. If your full price is $5, then charging the full price even when it's not brand new, it's like that's fine. $5 is a pretty damn good price for a PDF. It's not a problem. This is a catch-up tier, $20. You get the physicals and the digitals of all 3. So that's a value right there. That's a value tier 4 claimed. It's what is it with this? It's like it always seems to be the campaigns like this that aren't getting much attention, that aren't getting very many backers or raising a whole lot of money, and yet they're offering possibly immensely better value, all things considered, than the big campaigns that are charging you out the ass. I mean, admittedly, most of the big campaigns are like really, well-known people, Ethan, Shane, Malin, whoever. It's like, yeah, got it, fair enough, but still, it's like, it just, there's something kind of depressing about all the better pricing being offered by people who it's like nobody's ever talking about them. It's like, man, they got, I mean, it's these little campaigns that they've got really good deals. So anyway, $20 for this tier, and you get a print of book 3, a bookmark, a sticker, a print of this, and a koozie. Does it have 0 claims so far? Is there a picture down here of the koozie? A little bit bigger. You can kind of see it there. Still pretty small, but all right. $25 for the Napalm Brothers Omnibus. Contains issues 1 through 3 plus 10 pages of bonus content. 4 claimed. And $40 get physical number 3, bookmark, sticker, print, can koozie, plus a t-shirt. 0 claimed so far. Those comic shop bundle for $63. 5 copies of each issue. So 5 physical copies of 1 and 2 and 3. 0 have been claimed thus far. Alright. Let's look at the shipping. Obviously there won't be any shipping on that one. Let's look at the shipping on the physical. It's only $6. It's amazing. Alright, add-ons. You can add on a PDF for $5. 0 claimed. You can add on a PDF of number 1 for $5. 0 claimed. Of number 2 for $5. 0 claimed. Add on a physical of number 3 for $6. 0 claimed. Physical of 1 or 2 also for $6. 0 claimed. 0 claimed. Swag bundle for $14. 0 claimed. T-shirt for 20, 0 claimed, and the omnibus for 25, 1 claimed. Wow, only one. This is only one of their add-ons has been added on, I guess, by anybody at any tier. As far as I know, that's a combined total, so that's $6 in shipping. So it's $6 for the issue and $6 to get it to you. I mean, because it's only $6, it feels like $6 on top of that is doubling the price for the shipping. It feels like that's kind of, ooh, man, that's a lot. But it's really not when you think about it, because this whole time, basically, every CG campaign, tends to charge like $10 to get you your comic. Which, admittedly, when you add 10 to 25, it's like that makes it 35 out the door, and it's like it does seem on the one hand, it's like 10 is significantly less than 25, so it's like you're adding to the price, making it much more expensive, but it's also like, well, the shipping comparative to what you're already paying, it's not that. Anyway, you see what I'm getting at. But when it's 6, and then you have to pay 6 again, it's like it kind of feels, but really, it's a significant discount on the shipping here. The $6 domestic, that's a whole lot better than the 10 that you usually charge for CG projects, especially since in the past it's cost CG campaigners, like I said, I know it's like you could, well, I'm sure they get decent bulk rates and whatnot on purchasing shipping materials, so I don't know for sure what like the individual cost of that works out to, but if you got any significant number, probably the individual cost of the mailers or whatever is relatively low. And then the postage is like less than, or it was, a year ago or more, it was less than $4 to actually send somebody a fucking comic. So it's like, it's printed right there on the thing. If they're not careful to avoid that, I suppose. So it's like, oh, you charge me $10 in shipping, and and it clearly costs you significantly less than that, probably like $5 at most, and 5 is pretty standard for a lot of non-CG projects. But, recently we've seen a number that have had pretty competitive pricing, and this is another case of pretty competitive pricing, although international is not really that great. International in this campaign is $30 to most countries, it looks like, although only 28 to the UK. We've seen a couple of campaigns, haven't we, recently, that have been like $15 or something international, which is pretty amazing. 20 is about as low as you can usually expect it to be for international shipping, and 25 is more common, and 30 and 35 is not uncommon, so this would be possibly slightly higher. Canada 23, so it's a little bit cheaper at the UK, and then a moderate amount cheaper to Canada. But anyway, but yeah, the domestic shipping rate is pretty damn good, and of course there'll be no shipping on that. And here's 3 books, and it's still 6. That's great, because again, it's like, unless the book is significantly thicker, it's like if you're just shipping, if you're shipping 1 book, it's like you can probably ship 2 books or even 3 books if it's not, if the books themselves are individually are not significantly thick, not a whole lot of weight or pages or whatever, and if you're shipping other things like prints or stickers or whatever, it's like that's, bookmarks, that's not gonna, it's not gonna necessitate having to pay any more, for the creator to ship it out, really. Not likely, anyway. It could. I don't know. Is that calculated on weight exclusively, or is it? I don't know. But like I said, it's like shipping you 2 or 3 books. It's like if they're relatively thin books, probably shouldn't cost any more for 2 or 3 than it does for 1, and yet some people will be like, oh, for my campaign I'm going to make it $10 for 1 book, and $15 for 2 books. Yeah, they just add on, and it's like, man, you're really fucking people on the shipping when you do that. And 6 here. So, very competitive shipping prices on this campaign. This is 3-in-1 plus 10 extra pages, and it's still $6. Awesome. And here is everything, including the t-shirt. And now we go up in shipping a little bit. It doesn't change international, apparently. 30 to all these other countries, 28 to the UK, and it doesn't quite double, but it's significant increase from 6 to 10. But that's still, I mean, that's $50 out the door. That's not bad. A $10, not bad at all. Like I said, usually, most CG campaigns do that with just 1 fucking book, and this is getting you everything plus a T-shirt. So. And Canada is also 23. So international shipping doesn't apparently change to any place for that tier. Now we didn't do the featured tier 54, and that gets you, what does that get you? T-shirts, swag bundle, all 3 of the comics. Guessing it's probably going to be 10. Nope. For some reason this is it's 15 shipping. It's 15 shipping domestic, but again it doesn't change international. 23, no change in international. That's weird. What is the difference here? It's 54 plus 15 in shipping. Comes with all 3 issues, T-shirt, and the swag bundle, which is a print of bookmarks, stickers, or a sticker. I'm not sure if it's 1 or multiple, and a koozie. Okay, so the difference is the previous issues, right? There's just, and the digital. This one doesn't come with PDFs, but you get PDFs of all 3 on the others, plus the physicals of the other 2 on that one, and then all of that stuff is the same. So, what they're shipping to you only went up by 2 physical books. I don't know. Maybe that explains the extra $5 in shipping. The extra price, of course, is the 2 other books plus the PDFs. All right, so this is 15 books. 15 books, only available to the U.S., and it's $8. $8 for 15 books. I mean, that's pretty good. Not a whole lot of shipping on that one. I don't know. If you can afford, ships to many locations. Wait a minute. Does it? Oh, American Samoa. Okay. That's what they mean by many locations. Ships to U.S. and U.S. territories, I guess. Yeah, Palau. What is that? Yeah, Puerto Rico. Yep. U.S. and U.S. territories. For $8. Anyway, Anna is doing a cosplay calendar. Wow. 11, 1,100. She just started that. I think she just launched that today. Wow. Oh, yeah, you know. Hey, if you can manage, that sort of thing, go for it, I guess. Um, go for it while you can. So I'm sure that the wall is absolutely going to destroy her with her terrible diet. Get her another 10 or 15 years, it's like she'll look like hell. Um, no offense, Ed. It's just nature. But you do look good right now. Anyway, I don't know. To me, it's like if you can afford to send 15 books and only charge $8 in shipping, then I'm not sure why you're charging 15 in shipping for 3 books and a T-shirt and a handful of other things that are amount to less material, like physical weight or material, whatever, than probably an extra book or two. Um, so I don't know. That's the only. It's not really a complaint, but it's the only thing I'm a little bit puzzled by. But otherwise, it's like absolutely no complaints. It's like this campaign has great pricing structure. Uh, you know, I mean, the one. I mean, if this was more expensive and didn't, it doesn't come with a PDF. The physical does not come with the PDF. And if it was more expensive, then I would take slight issue with that. I'd be like, why don't you include the PDF in that if this was like 10 or 15 bucks? But it's not. It's 6. And so it's like, oh, it's 6 and, it's okay. That's fine. No complaint. No complaint at all. I can add on the PDF if I want it for $5, and it's still less than many people would charge for a physical tier that came with the PDF. Many people would charge like $15 for that to get both of them, and that'll be 11. Well, plus 6 in shipping or whatever, but still. Anyway, so yeah, looks good. Again, disappointing that it hasn't raised more money with only 11 days left, and that it doesn't have more backers. You can change that. Back it today. But yeah, it's like love the pricing. Love the pricing. Love the offer of a $5 PDF, and the really very well priced physical too. So it's a rarity. It's a rarity in CG to see such good pricing structure. But anyway, there it is, and until the next one.